Yep. Good morning, everyone. So you practiced that end-to-end example. Huh? So we discussed the complete how registration login process works. Everyone practiced that. You have to write validation. Huh? So if you don't want the values to submit, already we learned in JavaScript how to keep validation. Huh? If user is not filling any details and submitting, how to prevent registration? That is the basic in JavaScript we learned. If you have designed the hotel registration form, I asked you to try there without entering advance. I asked you that it should not submit. How to verify value entered or not? By verifying whether it is empty or not. This is the very basic thing we learned. You have to implement that. Because that is the basic concept. If you have practiced that hotel registration form that we learned, there I asked you to do that. You have to put all the validations. So you need to write all the validations. That means register button will not work until or unless all the details are satisfied according to requirement. For that already we know in JavaScript you learn the validations. So in customer, so register, you know how to write validations. That means if user is not entering ID or name or password, how to verify them? Already logic we know now, right? What do? Where you are submitting the details on so register button click. So on register button click, we are posting the data. Here we are posting on register button click. What we should do? We should not post the details until all the values are valid. How you will check that? So we have to write a condition. What is it? If txt id, right? Txt id dot value is what? So value is equal to empty. What should happen? Alert saying that user ID required. You cannot submit. These are all basics of our JavaScript. You need to implement that. Otherwise, post. You know how to write validations. That's not a new concept now. I hope you can try that. I click register, it says user ID required. You can put message here, span, div, anywhere you can. These are all basics of JavaScript. At this moment, you should be able to manage them. You know how to write validation for password, validation for regular expressions. I showed you now. While typing itself, you are verifying, right? These are all basic general if conditions, right? If you practice the exercises we done, so all those exercises leads to the final solution, right? If you never practiced them, what I asked you to try in the beginning of JavaScript HTML, this looks all new, right? So this looks all new, but these are all very basic things. Yeah? I hope you can write complete validation now. Complete validation means suppose username must be 4 to 10 characters. Suppose password must have at least one uppercase letter. So age must be from 15 to 30. Mobile must start with +91 and 10 digits number. You can write all validations, right? So we learned how to write patterns. You need to implement that, right? These are all basic things. So in this, so we need to implement one more concept. What is the concept I told you? CRUD operations, right? So we need to do all the CRUD operations. So in the CRUD operations, to achieve that functionality, so let's run the API here. Node API.js. Now here I go to the products page, login I need to use. At the net 123 login, it will get the products details. Have you anyone tried this details? I ask you to try, right? You are very excited in project, but project means not my project. Project means not explaining project. It is doing, and not I am doing the project. You have to do the project, right? Everybody is very excited. Will you teach a project? Will you teach a project? Project is not teaching. Project is working. You have to work. In that work, so I have to give only suggestions. That is project. Project is not like a class that I teach you. You watch like a movie. Huh? If you don't practice how? No one have tried this, completed this. Online people, no one have done that. No one finished this example. Then what is use of explaining rest of the part? Hmm? So I will do one thing. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow, if you finish, then only we will have class. Understood? Huh? I will verify everyone how much you have done. Okay. Then rest of the part you have to finish. Right? So it's not like all these days you learned. This is not learning now anymore. You have to implement. Huh? So at least you finished up to backend database, server side logic writing. I uploaded the entire document now. You need to do, otherwise I cannot proceed to next. Now tell me for this how to implement. I will not write by myself. I will write according to you only. Tell me now. On this button click, the detail of this product should pop up. What should I do? So first, let's go to the detail. Where is the product details coming? So this is the index page. So in the index page, I am using a model. Okay. Anywhere in section, we can keep a model div. But to use model, So you need the option. What is it? To use the model, what we can do, we can add bootstrap modules need to be added. Right. I will do one thing. You try this model part. Second, I will show that you try. Okay. This all you do, bootstrap and all, right? So what you have to do is, so you need to log in and show the all the products related details, right? So login and product details. So login, these product details are there. Now here, so we will create admin option. In that admin, so admin will have login. In that login, the customer's products information he can watch. And if he want, he can delete a customer or he can delete a product. So similarly, he must able to edit and update also. All right. So then let's achieve that functionality and see how we can modify that. Right. So let's go to admin now. So we will design an admin page. So I will give an option, new file. What is it? Admin home. Okay. Admin home.html. So admin home.html. So in this, we will just create a div and we have a heading, admin home. So here we will put a simple button. So in this button, we will put admin login. And another button I will keep as dashboard. So this is class BTN dark. And here we will have a class BTN dark. Okay. These are the two buttons we are having. Let's keep this into div. Okay. Now, when user clicks on index, this is the page. What is that? So ID for, so now admin. So we need to write the logic for that. So for now, all navigation, we will keep one place, $# now admin. So on that click, so we will get all the details. So load page is which one? Admin home.html. Okay. That is going to get me the admin page. That is the admin page. So let's keep the admin home. Actually, one div is enough. I will keep button group. So here I will add class BTN group vertical. So here margin bottom 2. Okay, now that is the admin page we are having. We have admin login and admin dashboard. Now admin can log in. You can create a registration form also. Same like customer you create. Now here I will give admin login. Dashboard means it will open only when admin is logged in, right? So admin login we will create a screen. So for this button, ID is admin BTN login. Admin BTN login. That is the option. Okay. On that click, we need to get a login page. Admin login page we will use. We already have a customer login now. So we can use the same page, or if admin login have separate concept, then we can design. We will do another page now. What is it? Admin login.html. In this, we will just create login. So admin login, and here we have a data list, data term. So user ID for admin, and the text box is text, and another is password, and here we have input type is equal to password. Okay, next we have a button and login. So class BTN and BTN dark. Okay. Now this should come when user clicks on this admin button. That means admin BTN login. So in index page, I need to write so we need to write dollar document dot on. So on what? Click. So on click. So admin BTN login. So we need a functionality to happen. That is nothing but load page. Which page? Admin login.html. It is going to load that page. So this is the admin login page is there. Now admin can enter the user ID and password, and he can log in. For that, we need separate admin details to maintain. So here I am going into this MongoDB Compass. Let's open the database here. So in the database iShop, in that there is admin also available. So one admin is there, user ID. So some username, password options are there. Tom_ADM, right? Like that, you can create a registration form for admin. You can keep certain admin users. Okay. Now admin can enter. So, and he can log in. Same customer like login only, you have to write the logic. For customer login, what is the logic we written? Same. So we need to duplicate that. For admin also, we have to do the same. Again, same cookies, everything you need to define. I am not giving that now here. So this all you have to do. I am not writing anything, right? This all you have to do, because already we done customer. I showed you. You have to do same admin register, admin login. After admin register and login, now admin dashboard contains products and customers related details. He must able to edit or delete customers. So that page should be there. That means I will create a separate page and show you. You have to integrate that into this environment. I am not writing the logic anymore now. I am just explaining the part. Okay, na? So what we are doing now, let's go to the, I'm just adding a simple page. add a new file, separate page I am adding. So dashboard.html. I am adding a separate file. You have to link this to your index page. You need to implement by yourself now. I will not help anymore. Okay. So here, what we have to do, suppose I want to display all the products or category. I am showing you only how edit delete operations are managed. So first I will show you the delete operation, how it works. So we must able to delete a customer, or we must able to delete a product. Any customer or product, admin must able to delete. Then what we do is, first in API, we need to add logic for deleting customer and deleting product. To delete customer or product, actually, these are customers table. This is customer table. You can delete customer by using his user ID, or you can delete the products by using product ID. I will show you here. Suppose we are writing. So now app dot, this time the method is delete. In the delete, it will be slash delete product. Delete product is expecting an ID of product. That means that ID will be deleted. That ID related product will be deleted. So whenever delete product comes, it is expecting ID. So how to pass parameter? Slash colon ID. That is the parameter. Already we learned parameters, request and response. Now what to do? So we need here to connect with MongoDB. So Mongo client dot connect, connection string, and we need here error and client object. What we need to do here, if there is no error, by using database. So client object DB method, we are accessing the database called iShop. After that, so database have collection name is products. On that, we need to apply delete one. What is the delete query? Delete query is find query. Na? That means what we have to do. So product ID matching with the ID you entered. But ID you entered is a string. We need to convert. That means parse int. We need to convert request dot params parameter dot ID. I already showed you how to request the parameters. Route parameters I showed you. Accessing the parameters we discussed. Configuring route parameters, accessing the route parameters. Now we are accessing the parameter. Okay, that's fine. After that, so function here, error, another one is result. Now here we are using, if there is no error, what we need to do, so console.log, we should say record deleted. This message should come. So delete action is ready now. So delete action is ready for the product. Now let's run this and see. Here we will put a, I will compile this one more time. We will check the delete is working fine or not. Without that we can't, right? So what we will do, go to Postman, because delete cannot be tested through browsers. So we need to use a debugging tool. Already we discussed a debugging tool. This is the debugging tool which is used for testing post delete methods. Get method you can test from anywhere, but this you need. So here, what is the method I need? Post delete, delete. And it is having here, it is having what is the product. Product is what? So delete product is the method. It is expecting a parameter. So parameter I am passing as, suppose in the database you have some products. Number 5. I'm adding some 5. That is the parameter we are passing. And we are clicking on send. So that is the delete method. Now here you see record deleted came. Right? We will check in the database. Once refresh, you can see the 5th record is not there. Is not there. Acha, it is string type. Huh? By mistake, I think it's stored as a string type. It should be stored as a number. So we will do one thing. We need to compile this again. Yeah. Because that is the mistake here. I will edit it. That record I will edit. I will change this number string into what type. This is, yeah. This I will change to what type number. Integer. Integer. So it is expecting. Okay, it is changed. Update. So we updated that. Now it is number 5. That's okay. Now let's run this and see in the Postman what we have to do. You can write one more here. After deleting, we can write response dot redirect. Redirect to what? Slash products, so that it can show me the products. Okay. Now let's run this and see. It is working. Now I will run this send. It will execute and it is returning. And in the return list, number 4 only there, number 5 not there. You see in the database, now I refresh. Now you can see only 4. Number 5 is deleted. So delete is working fine. How do we return the delete API? So you saw the delete API, how we created. So this is the concept of delete. Now we have to do this from the front end now, right? What we have to do additionally, I will close this because I am writing in a separate page, because you have to incorporate everything. So I will add a new file. I will add a new file. This is dashboard. Yeah. In this dashboard, we want to display the products and able to delete. So I will use a simple query here. So we will use script. In the script, source is equal to, what is it? Node modules, jQuery dist jQuery.js. And here we want to display table. So in that, we will just keep option like border, and I will keep 1. So width is equal to some 400. So then head, tr, th, the product name and price. and in the T body, we want to display. Now we will give a script. In the script, we are giving dollar function, and here we are using dollar dot ajax. Ajax method is get from where URL is http://localhost 4400/products, and on success we need to get the data and we need to present the data. So dollar dot each, we are presenting the data. So access the data, and we have a key and a product. Value is nothing but product. So we need to present, so dollar. So row, in the row we are having a cell. So in the first cell we are displaying, so product dot name. Okay, in the second cell we are displaying product dot price. In the third cell we are displaying, later you can put an icon, I will put a button, and in the button I am giving an option. This is delete, like this. Later you will put a trash button, delete like option there. Dot append to where? T body. Append to the table body. That's what we are doing. And it should get all the data and display there. Understood? When I click on delete, it should delete that record. Now tell me how to write the logic for that delete button. So this delete button have an ID. So btn delete. So we need to access that and write the logic for deleting. So dollar, so document dot on. So on, click of which button, hash btn delete. So but here important is, here we need the event action to perform. Okay, that means on delete we need to collect this product ID, then only we can delete. Which product to delete? We need to get its ID na. How do we pass the ID? For example, here I am giving, so button have a value or button have a name. I'm giving value. Button value I am defining here. So I am defining a binding expression. This is product dot ID. Product dot product ID. That is the product ID. So I want to collect that and display here. I am using temporarily alert. ID is equal to, how to get that? Can we pass this event argument? jQuery event arguments, I told you, if you remembered. jQuery don't have this, na? Remembered? So then how to access the value of button? Yes, we have to use what? E. So what we can do? Here we need to use E dot target. Target dot value. Suppose I am using value. This is sending the product. So you see on delete, it should get the 3. That means it is sending the product ID. So now once you do that, you know this is there. That means where ID is equal to parse int. Parse int, what is it? E dot target dot value. Now this need to be sent to API. That means what we have to do, dollar dot ajax. In that ajax, we have to define What is it? Method. Method is what? So it is delete method. In API, there is a delete method now. So we are using suppose delete. Here we have, so URL. What is the URL? http://localhost 4400/delete product. Delete product is expecting ID. So that means we need to pass / ID dynamically coming now. This I need to put a backtick. The ID is coming from the ID. Then this enough. Actually, this is enough. Now once it is done, now remember this must be done. I will put a confirm box also. Where flag? Flag is equal to confirm. Confirm. So are you sure? Am I right? So want to delete this method we will give. Are you sure? Want to delete. And you know, if a flag is equal to true, then only this should happen. Understood? The delete should happen. Otherwise, it should not. That's the point. Now, see here. I click on Lee Cooper, delete. Are you sure you want to delete? So, okay. After deleting, you can see it's not there. What you have to do, just you have to reload the page. You know how to reload the page. Yesterday, it showed you location.reload. Remember, in the last session, we actually in that browser objects we learned. Browser objects, location object we learned. No? History object, navigator object, location object. So location object have a method. After deleting what you can, but actually not required because you are using Ajax now. In Ajax, what you do, after deleting, you will send it to the products page again. Then he can see the products after deleting. So generally, if you want reload, you can do like this. What you can do is, so location.reload. You can use this method. What location.reload will do? It is going to reload the entire page, but not required because you delete and it will come back to the products page in Ajax. You have to implement this in the products page. Where to implement this functionality? You have to implement this functionality in dashboard. Dashboard of whom? Admin. In admin dashboard page, you have to put this. It should be a part of your complete UI. I separately designed it just to make you understand. I separately designed. Now I will give one more task to you here. This is all you have to do. If I am writing, what is use? Right? There is no use if I am writing the code and you are just watching. You have to do all this based on the instructions given to you. Right? Project classes will not have like a class. That means we explain scenario, you have to implement. Project means implementing whatever you learned up to now. Right? That's what you have to do. So what you have to do now is, this is okay. This is working now. Suppose I am adding one more button here. Let's put a button here. Suppose this is another button. So let's add another button. In this button, in this button, I will give edit. Now, what should happen when user clicks edit? That record should display in edit mode. Edit mode means it should display in a separate screen or somewhere. There, it should display only that record in text boxes so that user can make the changes. That means when user clicks on edit, So that means here also value. We need to edit that product. We are sending what? Product dot product ID, and its ID is btn edit. It is btn edit. Now on edit button click, what should happen? We need to get the detail of that particular product and return. For that, is there any API? Is there any API for returning only specific product? You see, there is no API for returning only specific product. We need to create one more API method which can return only that product. You saw Fake Store. They have products /1, means it is returning only first product. So now we need to copy. I will copy this. Okay. I will create another API method. This is products /ID. That means what it have to do. You can give anything like this. Suppose I want like details, right? I'm giving details /ID. Now what this details ID have to do? It should find not all. So it should find only where product ID is matching with parse int request dot parameters dot ID. It should get only the product which is matching with that ID. Now your API is again ready. Let's see. Now in the API, observe here localhost /4400/what details suppose 2. That means only second product data should come. Now what I want you to do here is when user clicks the edit button, that record should display in pop-up or somewhere, or in any screen area somewhere, right side or left side. There those details must display, right? That means what you need to do, get the details now. Where is this dashboard? Yeah. Now here we have to write a logic for edit click. So we need to write a logic for edit click. So what we will do? So document dot on click of what? Hash btn edit. So we will get an event argument, and we need to get the details of that product. Then we have to do what? Dollar dot. So Ajax method is what? Get. In the get method, so we are using URL. From where to get? So we have to get from http://localhost 4400/what details/ here we need to pass e.target.value. And on success means the product detail will come. Only one product detail is coming. See what is coming. It is returning an array. I hope it is returning an array. :4400/details/2. It is returning an array with one object. So what we have to do? That means here it is returning an array only data. Now what we have to do is, so on this we need to implement get the details and display somewhere in text boxes. Suppose I will just keep here edit product. Okay. And here we will display a data list. In the data list, we need data term. Here we need to define product ID. We need to get input type is equal to text. Input type is equal to text. ID is txt ID. And similarly, we have name, price, and all. Suppose this is name. I'm temporarily keeping this. You have to keep all details, txt name, and here we will put a button. So this is the button as update. Okay, now what should happen is, so those details must display here. So we have to access $#txt id dot val into that data of 0 dot what is that product id. That is one. Another one, $txt name dot val data of 0 dot name. Product name should display. Now here what we have to do, I click on edit, the detail should come. I click on edit, the detail should come. Those details should display. You can hide them and display whenever you want. jQuery have simple attribute now. So what we can do at the time of loading, suppose this is div. So what is this container id? As edit container. So what we do, initially $edit container dot hide. We learned hide na. I told you jQuery effects, hide, show, toggle, slide, right? When it should display, edit container should display when user clicks on the edit. Then here we have to use which one? Show. That is the option. That means initially it is not there. I click on edit, it should display. So initially it is not there. I click on edit, it should display. Right, that is how we have to implement. Now your work is, all this must be in index page. That's it. That means whatever dashboard you designed, everything should come in that index page only, all this logic. I separately mentioned this logic. Now one more work is there here. With that, all CRUD operations will be done. What is that work? When user clicks update button, these modifications must be saved in the database. How? There must be one update product related API method. How to update record I showed you na? How to update record I showed you in MongoDB. So in API, you need one more method. What is that method? So app.what update. Update is nothing but put actually. Update means put. So all details you are updating. So it is put. So get, post. So means for CRUD operations. Editing means, modifying means put. So put, what is the request? / what? Update product. Which product must be updated based on the ID? / what ID? That means now what we have to do, we need to request and response. Actually, we need to find that ID product and update its details. Find that particular ID product and update these details. You need two things now. First, we need to collect the ID. So where ID, what is it? So parse int request dot parameters dot ID. That is number. Now we need to collect all the data coming from the form. That means update form is there now. Then how do we write? Where? So new details. New details is an object which contains what? Product ID. Product ID coming from where? Request dot body dot what is it? Product. Same like post you have done. Same like post you have done, right? Now what we have to do? Name. Name is what? Request dot body dot name. Another one, price, request dot body dot price. So stock, this all should be number na. That means we have to use parse float, and this need to be parse int, parse int. Similarly, we have stock we need to get. So request dot body dot. So here it is stock. Now here we need to convert to Boolean. If you remember, I told you, if stock is equal to true, then it should put true. Otherwise, it should put false. This is the data. Now, what we have to do by using Mongo client? So connect with what? Connection string. After that, error and client object. So we need to get the database, where database is equal to client object dot db method. DB method is what? iShop. So, and what we have to do? Database dot collection. Collection is what? Products dot what? Update one. Update one uses two queries. Remember, one find query, another one update query. So what is the find query? Product ID is matching with whatever the ID they passed. Am I right? After that, we have to give update query dollar set. So here, where the set contains details, individual. What are the details to set? Product ID is coming from what is it? New details. New details dot product ID. And name is coming from new details dot name. And another one, price is coming from new details dot price. And stock is coming from new details dot stock. Okay, this is to be updated. After that, we need a error and we need a result, and we need to just put an option. So if there is no error, console.log, we say record updated, and we have to use response.redirect to which location / products. This is update. Now what you need to do from this form, we need to send the data into that location. Understood? On update click, what you have to do? On update click, Ajax must use which method? Put method. On put method, we need to send the data to this particular URL, which will insert. Now I will not tell anything. This is what you have to do. All this you need to keep in one page, right? In index page. Now, if you can do this, that means complete CRUD operation done. Because we are reading, we are inserting, we are deleting, and we are updating. All three I explained, only one you have to do. Delete also I showed you. Only one extra you need to do. What is it? Update. Can you try this? Right? I will give time tomorrow. Tomorrow, try. That means tomorrow no session. So tomorrow only doubt session. That means I will be there we will log into class, right? So only any problems you are facing in designing that only I will clarify. I will not take class. Understood? Offline and online, both. Right? Any problem you are facing, that is what I will see. And if you finish all the CRUD operation, then we will see one more option. How we can publish these live. That means already we know Git. So I will show you one more concept, means how we publish the projects live, how we can use these live, right? Cloud environment, cloud integrations, how they are done, that I will show you how to handle testing and cloud environment. Two things we will see, means how to test and how do we deploy on cloud. If we can do that, with that we will finish all the course. Understood? 2 points are that, testing and cloud deployment. Those two we will discuss, and with that we will finish all the course. Okay, but for before that you need to finish all this, right? Tomorrow I will be there in the class, we will start, but no class will happen, right? Only doubts, clarification, only doubts offline. Also, if you have doubts, you bring your laptops, we will check. Okay, so then after you finish this by yourself, then only I will go to next point. Till then, no. Understood? Then I will stop the session here. Then tomorrow we will clarify